All right, yogis, thank you for being here. Welcome. I'd like to start class with our pranayama. Some classes do pranayama, the breathing exercises at the end, but I like to start with them so that we get our brains centered and our brains calm for yoga. Can you not hear me? Okay. Our pranayama for today would be Viloma breath. And Viloma just means interrupted breath. So this is our normal deep breathing that we're accustomed to, except as you inhale, you're going to take sips, 3 sips of air through your nose, a third, and a third, and you're going to pause between each sip. And this exercise is to help you concentrate on where your breath is in your body and also helps you control where your breathing is. So close your eyes now and just focus on getting your normal breath in a rhythm. And just feel your lungs inflate, your chest rise and fall with your regular normal breathing through your nose. And then when you're ready for your Viloma, first take a couple of just really, really deep, long breaths through your nose and feel the breath go all the way down, all the way to your belly. Big, slow, full breath, and then exhale very slowly through the nose. And then at your own pace, try this Viloma, interrupted breathing. So take a breath through your nose and maybe first feel your lungs inflate and then pause. And then take a little bit more through your nose and maybe feel your rib cage expand and then pause. And then take the final breath through your nose and feel your belly expand and then pause. And then exhale very slowly through the nose and then pause and then repeat at your own pace. Do a couple more rounds, take your time, and then bring your breathing back to normal. And then let's please take a deep breath in together and we'll Om in. Om. Om Bolu Satguru Bhagavan Ki, the divine is the inner teacher. All right, we're going to do a lot of twisting today. Twisting is really good for the back, for your posture, for your back muscles. It's also really good for your digestive system. And just holler if you can't hear me, okay, if the thing comes on again. So we'll take our fingers, lace them in front. Big deep breath in. Exhale, push your hands away from you and lift your arms up to the ceiling. So we're just starting to open our chest here and loosening our shoulders. Take a couple of breaths. Just keep pushing the palms up. Okay, keep your left palm up. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist, and then just pull your body over to the right. Push down on your left sit bone so that it doesn't come off the mat. And maybe just push the shoulder back a little bit so it doesn't come forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your arms in a T. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Hold your arms up for a couple of breaths and use your abdominal muscles to hold the twist. Okay, now let your hands float down. Keep your twist, but let your left hand float down to your right leg and your right hand float behind you. And then now use your hands as leverage to help the twist even more. Think about pushing your right shoulder back and bringing your left rib cage around to the right side of your body. Okay, one more big breath right here. And as you exhale, turn your head forward, turn your shoulders forward, and then turn your chest back forward. And let's change the cross of our legs. So when you're seated, cross-legged, make sure that your knees are at least at your hip level or lower, because that has an effect on what your spine does. If you're sitting with your knees up here, see what happens to your back, and also it blocks your airway. So if you can move your knees down and get that neutral spine, which means sit up on something if you don't have really open hips. If you don't have really open hips, you need to boost your bottom up with a bolster, blanket, or even blocks. Place your fingers together, inhale, push your hands forward, all the way up. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Keep your right palm facing up. Left hand takes the right wrist and pulls it over to lean left. Push down on the right sit bone and bring that shoulder back. Okay, come back up to center, inhale. Release, arms in a T. Inhale, exhale, twist to the left. Keep your arms parallel to the mat for a couple of breaths. Use your belly muscles to twist. Inhale. And keep your twist as you exhale. Now let your hands float down. So your right hand comes on the left leg, left hand behind you. Keep twisting, pushing that left shoulder back, bringing your rib cage around. Keep your head in line with the spine. So your spine is vertical while you're twisting. Inhale. Exhale, bring your head, shoulders, chest around to center. And then please extend your legs forward into staff pose and still sit up on something if you're so that you can tilt your pelvis forward. You want to have a neutral lumbar curve in your back. Feet are pointed up, knees are pointed up so that your leg muscles are engaged. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, grab opposite elbows with your right arm on top of your left. And then just keep pushing your arms back. Keep your neck nice and long. So even though your shoulders are up, your neck is nice and soft. Keep your feet flexed so that your leg muscles are active. And keep that pelvic tilt forward so that your back doesn't collapse. Now, keep your right hand on your left elbow And then let your left hand drop down behind you, and then just use your right hand to keep coaxing that left elbow behind your ear, and pat yourself on the back between your shoulder blades. Okay, bring your left hand back up on the right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, lean over to the right, holding your elbows. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Now we're going to let go of our elbows. Our right hand is going to float behind us, and our left hand is just going to stay up in the air while you twist. So you're reaching at a diagonal with your twist. Okay, now keep your twist and take your left hand down to your right leg and reach your right hand up behind you and try to swing that even farther behind you as you twist. One more breath here. Exhale slowly, come back to center. Good. Reestablish your pelvic tilt. Bring the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. See if we can keep that nice open chest as we lift our arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. This is called upward salute. Drop opposite elbows this time, the left arm's on top of right, and then push those arms behind the ears. Keep your neck soft. Keep your legs active. You should be able to feel your calf muscles and your quads. Okay, so keep now with your left hand holding your right elbow, your right hand will drop down behind you between your shoulder blades, and then just use your left hand to keep coaxing that right elbow back. Okay, bring the right hand back to the left elbow, and then lean over to the left. I know this seems pretty easy, but this is not very easy to do. Or maybe it doesn't seem easy. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist your body now to the left. Okay, keep the twist, let go of your elbows, let your left hand float behind you, your right arm is up in the air, reaching at a diagonal as you twist. And now we'll swap where the right hand comes down, the left arm comes up. You keep turning, reaching behind you. Your right hand is used as leverage on your left leg. Take a deep breath and slowly come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together and use your hands on your ankles as leverage to pull your chest forward and your pelvis forward. Try to keep your shoulders down and your back long. Take the right hand, grab the outside edge of your right foot and just extend that out to the side. Good. Slowly bring that foot in. Grab the left foot and let's do that side. Okay, bring that in. Now, if you want to try both feet, it's a balancing thing. I would hop off of anything. If I were sitting on something, which I was, I'm going to hop off so I can have more balance. Is what you're going to do is you're going to rock back. You're going to really engage your core muscles, rock back, and then open up both legs, find your focal point so that you can really suck your belly muscles in. And if you fall backwards or forward, don't worry about it. And then breathe. You're doing great. You're doing great. Okay, release. And stay seated. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see. Stay seated with your knees bent. And then take your hands behind your thighs and pull your chest forward and up, and then your shoulders back and down. So you have a nice long back. Keep your head in line with the spine. Take your right hand on the outside of your left leg. Take your left hand behind you and twist. Or you can go the other way if you want. We're going to do both sides. So, so now you can stay here for a while. This is a twisted boat pose. Or if you want to, lean back on your back hand and lift your calves parallel to the mat and keep on twisting. Parivrtta Navasana, this is called. One more breath, and then bring your feet down, turn your body forward, hug your knees into your chest, and around your spine, bring your forehead down, make a C shape with your back, release your spine. And then we'll do the other side. Come on up, whichever side you didn't do. You do the opposite. First, take your hands underneath your thighs so that you can bring your chest forward and up and get that nice long spine. Push the shoulder blades back. And then take whatever the opposite hand that you didn't do and twist. And then when you're ready, lift the legs off the mat, continue to twist. Oh, good. Some people are even making it harder by lifting their back arm. Yay, good for you. All right, bring everything down, bring your body forward, around the spine, hug knees into the chest. Okay. And then please come to your hands and knees into a table position. And if you need padding for your knees, have your knees padding handy. Square up the table with the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Flat back, keep your head in line with the spine. Don't let the chin drop. Take a deep breath with a flat back. As you exhale, come into your cat back. Tuck the toes, push the mat away, round your spine, tuck your chin and your tailbone so that you look like a scared cat. Feel every vertebra open on your back. And now very slowly through your nose, inhale, make the breath last as you uncurl your toes, drop your belly down and come into your cow pose, pushing the shoulders back, head forward, like a banana back we have now. And then exhale very slowly through your nose as you bring your bottom all the way back to your heels, very slowly toward child pose. Inhale very slowly back to table through your nose. Exhale, reach your right arm out to the side and up to the ceiling. Table twist. Okay, so this is not easy as it sounds. Take your hand and bring it to the back of your head and keep on twisting. So it's a big shoulders thing. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it, obviously. But big shoulder thing. Good. Now, release your head, bring your arm back up, turn your palm to the back of you, and then wrap your arm around your back so that your palm is facing away from you. Maybe you can touch your left thigh with your fingers and keep twisting. Okay, release, bring your arm out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, thread your arm underneath the left arm and come on down for our shoulder stretch. So you're going to come down to your shoulder if you can. If it doesn't work for you, then don't. And you can either bring your head to the mat, or if that doesn't work, you can use your head on a block. And then a couple of options here. You can either keep your left hand where it is to support your twist, or if you want to take your left arm and wrap it around your lower back, palm facing up, that will just open that shoulder just a little bit more. Yeah, good. Okay, unwind your table, bring your hand down and push back up to a square table. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, cat back. Tuck the toes, tailbone, chin, arch the spine. Slow inhale through your nose as you come into your cow, dropping the belly down, uncurling the toes. And then exhale very slowly, bring your bottom towards your heels. Inhale very slowly through your nose, come back to table. Exhale as you lift your left arm out to the side and up to the ceiling. Okay, now if you want to try bringing the hand to the back of the head and keep on twisting. So you're pushing your elbow up toward the ceiling. Release the head, bring the arm back up. Inhale. Exhale, swing it underneath. Oh, did I miss something? Wait a minute, I missed something. Come back. And now you're gonna wrap the hand around your back. The arm around your back. So it's not against the law to miss one part of a pose on one side, but if I can catch it, I will try to do that. And if any of the yoga police are out there, you can always remind me too. Okay, now we release, come back up, inhale, exhale, thread under, come on down for the shoulder stretch. And this time you can leave your right hand where it is or wrap the right arm behind you. See, all these movements are sort of interrelated. Wrapping the arm behind. Okay, unravel everything. Back to table. Good. Walk your arms forward. You might have to move back on your mat because I'll keep your bottom in the air and walk your arms forward as far as they will go. And let your chest melt down. Your head doesn't have to touch down, but your head's between your arms. This is puppy pose. So you want your bottom way up in the air, arching your low back. Spread your fingers wide here and then squeeze your forearms toward each other and feel what that does to your shoulders. You should feel your shoulders, your upper shoulders rolling outward from each other. And this is how your shoulders will feel in a downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to tuck our toes under and push to our downward facing dog. Trying to keep that same arm and hand position, squeezing the forearms toward each other, rolling the shoulders out, bend the knees a lot here to really get a nice long back. Oh, good. Okay, so now bend the knees, take your right hand onto your left ankle and see if you can twist and look underneath your left armpit. You might have to shorten your dog stance a little bit to get there. Okay, and then bring the right hand back to its regular place. Left hand will go under the right ankle and look under the right armpit. Release, come back to your regular downward dog. And then bend the knees a lot, walk up to your hands. And then very slowly rise up. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. And then pause in Tadasana, mountain pose, your perfect posture. Think about your alignment, reset the brain, reset the body. A couple of deep breaths. Okay, let's grab our straps, please. And you want a long strap, no loop. Sort of grab in the middle here. Okay. All right. Stand in your Tadasana feet and your Tadasana body, and then bring your arms up over your head like you're doing Urdhva Hastasana. Spread your hands so that they're in a Y. Okay. Now lean the body to the right, keep the strap taut. Come back to center, keep the strap taut, turn your body to the right. Come back to center. Now widen your hands as much as you need to on the strap for you to be able to bring the strap behind your back, really opening your chest, and then slowly bring it all the way down if you can. This really depends on what your shoulder mobility is like. So do what your shoulders allow. And then very slowly, come all the way back up, over your head and forward, and release and come back to the center of the belt. Okay. So your arms are shoulder width apart. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, keep the belt taut. Now widen your hands a little bit into a Y. Lean over to the left. Come back to center. Turn to the left. Come back to center. Widen your arms or hands on the strap so that you can come down behind your back. Nice big chest and shoulder stretch. And then all the way back up and down and release. And we'll put that aside for a moment. Come to Tadasana toward the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Tailbones down so you're not overarching your low back. If your shoulders bother you, you can bring your hands in front, which is a little less pressure on the shoulders. Now take your right hand onto the left thigh and reach behind you with your left arm. Keep sitting in your chair. And then come back forward to center. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up with your fingertips. Exhale, crescent right. Inhale, back to center. Separate your palms, come into your chair pose. Take your left hand onto the right leg, reach the right arm behind you, sitting in your chair. Then swing both arms forward and then slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up. Exhale, crescent left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. And then Tadasana, mountain pose, breathe. A famous yoga guru said, without breath, there is no yoga. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into your chair pose. Bring your palms together into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to twist your body to the right and see if you can hook your left elbow on the right thigh. Push your hands together for leverage into your twisted chair. Palms together. Yeah, good. Okay, now, this is a little bit tricky, so don't worry if you don't do it, but walk your feet together and touch your knees together, keeping your twist, and then put weight into that right foot and see if you can lift your left foot off the mat, even if just for a second. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. And then bring it back down, and then come back forward into your chair. All the way up, inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Palms together into your heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook your right elbow. Sit deep in your chair. Press the hands together for balance. Find a focal point. Maybe walk your, and the reason you want to walk your feet together is because, to me at least, if your knees touch, it's easier to lift that left leg off, the right leg off the mat, because your knees will stabilize you. And then bring the foot back down. Good. And then unwind, come back forward. And then all the way up, inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Tadasana, reset. Okay, so another balance here. I want to warn you, because some people like to get off the mat to balance like I do, or get near a bar or a post or anything. Let me just show you what we're going to do so you don't have to pay attention to me. We're going to come into our chair. We're going to twist our chair like so. And then you're going to, whatever leg that you're not holding with your hand, you're going to stand on that leg. So you're going to lift up, bring that leg with you, and then continue to twist. Okay? So pick whatever side you want to work with. Start with coming in to your chair. Then twist so that one hand grabs the opposite thigh. Reach that arm behind you. And then shift your weight. Come on the tippy toes of whatever leg your hand is holding. And then shift your weight and just come on up. And then keep your twist. Good. Good, yeah, and if you want to grab your toe, you can do that with your twist. And whenever you guys have had enough of one side, go ahead and switch. At your own pace, come into your chair, take your twist, shift the weight, and then slowly bring the other leg up and stay here, or if you want to grab the toe or the foot to come into the Paravrita Paragustasana, Ekaparagustasana. But you don't have to do that. Good. Excellent. All righty. Back to the mat. Have knee padding handy, and if you want to use blocks, have blocks handy. And into Tadasana, and reset. Reset the brain, reset the body, breathe. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring your hands down to your legs, thighs. Straighten your legs, flatten your back. L-shaped body. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring your hands down beside your feet on blocks or on the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, step the right foot back. And then bring your right knee down, patting it as needed. Okay, right knee back. Okay. Get light in your fingertips. Bring your body, hands forward and up. Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Inhale, open arms in the T. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your left hand, palm up, bring it over your head, right hand, thumb down, wrap it around your lower back and maybe touch your thigh. Unwind, come back forward, inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the inside of your leg. Walk your foot out a little bit, and we're going to come into lizard pose here. So if you want to use blocks to rest your forearms on, you can stay on your hands or you can come on down. So the thing here is you want your shoulder someplace near your knee, and you want your foot either even with your head or forward of your head. You don't want too sharp of an angle in that leg because it's hard on the knee. So now put weight into your right arm or hand, and then twist your left arm up to the ceiling, staying in the lizard pose. Bring that hand back down. Push back up to your hands. Walk your foot back in and reframe the foot with your hands. Good. Okay, bring your arms up, back to Anjaneyasana. Inhale, open your arms in a T. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the left and see if you can hook your right elbow on the outside of the left leg. Okay, so steady up your core here. Find a focal point. This is a little bit tricky. I'm going to tuck the right toes under and lift the right knee. That's not necessarily the tricky part, but so now our knee is up. And here comes the tricky part, is we're going to bring the right leg up to meet the left leg in a twisted chair. So find a focal point and just step up, keep your twisting chair. Good, 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 good. And now unwind the chair forward. Good, and all the way up, inhale. Exhale, arms in T. Anjali Mudra. And Tadasana, reset. Breathe. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands to your thighs, straighten your legs, flatten the back, L shape. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands down, blocks or mat beside the feet. Inhale, exhale, left foot steps back, and the left knee comes down, patting it as needed. Get light in the fingertips. Come on up to your low crescent lunge. So the further back your left knee is, the more of a stretch you're going to get in that hip and that quad. Inhale, open arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the left. Flip the right palm up over your head. The left hand goes down, wraps around your lower back. Unwind, come back to center, inhale. Exhale, hands come to the inside and come into the lizard pose. Forearms on mat or block. Good. Karen, can you bring this foot up here? That's a lot of pressure on the knee. Bring the foot way up here. Yeah, even more. And then see if you go down the forearms now. Yeah, that's better. It takes less pressure on the knee. Okay, come on, push up to your hands. Walk your foot back in, frame the foot with your hands. And then arms forward and up again into Anjaneyasana. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right, left elbow hooks to the outside of the right leg. Push your palms together. Tuck your left toes, lift the left knee. Really steady up your core strength here. Find a focal point and step your left foot up to meet your right foot. Keep the twist. Good job. All right, and then unwind forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And Tadasana, reset. Breathe. Breathe in some joy. Appreciate what your body's doing for you. Appreciate the fact that you're here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down. Have your knees really, really bent here. Take your left hand onto your right ankle. And then right arm goes out to the side as you straighten the right leg. So you need to keep your left knee bent. It's part of the exercise. Right leg doesn't have to come all the way straight, but straight as you can. And then bring that arm down. Both knees are bent. Bring your arms in front, all the way up. Inhale. Now, exhale, bend your knees, swing your arms all the way down and up behind you, fingers pointing to the ceiling. Your knees are bent, your belly's on your knees, and you're reaching up toward the ceiling with your fingertips. And now we're going to swing the arms back down, up through chair, and then all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, come through chair, fold all the way back down. Knees are very bent. Right hand on the left ankle. Left arm goes out to the side and up to the ceiling as you straighten the left leg. Keep the right knee bent. One more breath here. And then bring your hand down. Come up through chair. All the way up. Inhale. Exhale, come back into chair. Swing the arms down and up behind you. Fingers pointing to the ceilings, palms facing each other. Good. Swing the arms back down, forward into your chair, all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward all the way down. Step back into downward facing dog. And bring your knees to the mat. Sit back to child pose. And please rest your forehead on something for a brief respite. And if your forehead doesn't reach the mat, try a block, put a block underneath your forehead. It's really helpful to put pressure on that area above, between your eyebrows in your third eye area. It's your Ajna chakra area. It's just very calming to the nervous system to have that little bit of pressure. And another hint is sometimes if your knees are wide, it's easier to get your body down and your head down. Okay, please push up. Come onto your backs with your head facing toward me. And grab a block. And put that block between the thighs, like so, skinny way between the thighs, just so you avoid the knees. So Laura, you want to bring the block more like this, like this. That way. Yeah, so that you're not touching your knees. Yeah, avoid the knees. Okay, and then bring your feet to the mat. Yeah. Okay, so those on Zoom, this is what you're looking like with the block between the knees. So you're going to keep squeezing that block. Plant your feet about a hand width or hand and a half width from your bottom. Bring your arms to your sides, palms facing down. Flatten your shoulders. Now we're going to come into a bridge while squeezing the block. So lift your hips, roll your spine up all the way onto your shoulders. You're bringing your chest to your chin. Maybe even walk your shoulders together a little bit once you're up here, but keep squeezing the block. And then very slowly roll back down. Pause for a breath. And then pick the hips up again, roll the spine up again. Bring your arms by your sides too, palms facing down. Yeah, there you go. It just enables you to get on your shoulders a little bit more. And then roll the spine back down. Pause for a breath. And then third time's the charm. Go ahead and lift your hips, squeeze the block, roll up onto your shoulders. And then slowly roll back down. Good. Remove your block. Take your hands to your thighs. Push your thighs away from you and push your lower back into the mat so you feel a release in your spine. Then grab the block again. Lift your hips, put your sacrum on the block. And you can either stay here with your feet on the mat, and now your arms can come into a T, or you can lift your legs up toward the ceiling in your waterfall pose. Viparita Karani. And then just breathe. Focus on the breath. Slow down the breath. Okay, please slowly lower your legs. Remove the block. Or lift your hips, remove the block, and then keep your knees bent. With your arms in a T, palms facing up. Pick up your bottom and scoot it 2 inches to the left. Let your knees fall to the right and turn your head to the left. One last gentle spinal twist. Okay, slowly bring your head back to center, bring your knees back to center, bring your hips back to center, and then move your hips 2 inches to the right. Let your knees fall to the left, and your head turns to the right. Head comes back to center. Knees come back to center. Hips come back to center. And give one hug of the knees into the chest. And then please prepare your body for Shavasana while I put on some Shavasana music for everybody, including the Zoomers. Now focus on your breath. Slow down your breathing. Take a mental inventory of your body. Release any tension. back to your breath. Deepen your breathing as you make small movements to gently wake up your body. And then please bend your knees toward your chest and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And now please very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated. And please join me with the closing chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai.